Hello students, welcome to maths class. Today we shall discuss lines and angles. Students, we can see many things around us of different shape, size and dimension. What do you think when you see them? Observe the pictures carefully. They are of different geometrical shapes like rectangular, triangular or circular. So, what will happen if the shapes break down? Let's see. So, if the shapes break down, we shall get angles, lines and points. So, what is point? A point is a mark of position which has no length, no breadth and no thickness. In general, a fine dot marked with a very short edged pencil represents a point. And what is line? A line is a set of points that has only one dimension, that is length. It has no breadth or thickness. 2 points are needed to define a line. A line has no end point, and points on the same line are called collinear points. See the picture here. The line AB, in which two arrow heads in opposite direction, shows that it can be extended infinitely in both the directions. And here A and B are 2 points on the same line. So A and B are called collinear points. Line may be straight or curved, but when we say a line, it means it is a straight line. And each line, whatever be its length, has an infinite number of points in it. Next, coming to ray. It is a straight line which starts from a fixed point and moves in the same direction. The given figure shows a ray AB with fixed initial point A and moving in the direction AB. Any number of rays can be drawn through the same fixed point. Next, coming to line segment. A line segment is a part of line which has two distinct endpoints. It is a straight line with its both ends fixed. A line segment has a definite length which can be measured. Through any two fixed points, one and only one line segment can be drawn. And if two line segments have equal lengths, the line segments are said to be equal. We can also say that it is a link between 2 points. See the picture. There are two lines, line A and line B. When these two lines intersect or meet each other at one point only, the lines are called intersecting lines. And the point at which these lines intersect is called their point of intersection. Here the intersecting lines are line A and line B. But what about these two lines? Two lines in the same plane are said to be parallel to each other if they do not meet or intersect with each other, no matter up to what length they are produced. Here two lines are in same plane, but they do not meet. So these lines are called parallel lines. But when three or more coplanar lines pass through the same fixed point, the lines are said to be concurrent, and the fixed point through which the lines pass is called the point of concurrence. You can see concurrent lines when you eat a pizza. So students, this was all about lines. Coming to angle. An angle is formed when two line segments or two rays have a common endpoint. The two line segments forming an angle are called the arms of the angle, whereas their common endpoint is called the vertex of an angle. The unit of measuring an angle is degree. If 1 degree is divided into 60 equal parts, each part is called a minute, and if 1 minute is further divided into 6 equal parts, each part is called a second. Remember, 1 degree equals 60 minute and 1 minute equals 60 second. Next, coming to the types of angles. There are various types of angles. See the pictures. First one is acute angle. Acute angle means the angle that are less than 90 degree. Second is right angle. Right angle means the angles with measure 90 degree. And what is obtuse angle? Obtuse angle measures between 90 degree and 180 degree. And what is straight line angle? It is measured 180 degree. There is another angle which measures between 180 degree and 360 degree. This is called reflex angle. So students, these are acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight line angle and reflex angle. But what will happen if we draw a ray in between the angles? It will form adjacent angles. Two angles are said to be adjacent angles if they have a common vertex, they have a common arm, and the other arms of the two angles lie on opposite sides of the common arm. The adjoining figure shows a pair of adjacent angles because they have a common vertex, they have a common arm, and the other arm of the two angles are on opposite sides of the arms, common arms. So these are adjacent angles. Now, if the sum of the two angles here in the picture A and B is equal to 90 degree, then the angles are called complementary angles. Two angles are called complementary if the sum is one right angle, that means 90 degree. Each angle here is called the complement of each other. For example, 20 degree and 70 degree are complementary angles because 20 degree plus 70 degree equals 90 degree. Clearly, 20 degree is the complement of 70 degree and 70 degree is the complement of 20 degree. Thus, the complement of angle 53 degree is equals 90 degree minus 53 degree equals 37 degree. And what is supplementary angle? Two angles are called supplementary angles if their sum is two right angles, that is 180 degree. Each angle is called the supplement of each other here. For example, 30 degree and 150 degree are supplementary angles because 30 degree plus 150 degree is equals 180 degree. Clearly, 30 degree is the supplement of 150 and vice versa. Thus, the supplement of 105 degree is equal to 180 minus 105, and this is equals to 75 degree. Now see the picture. Here, when two lines intersect, four angles are formed. So, when two straight lines intersect each other, four lines are formed. The pair of angles which lie on the opposite sides of the point of intersection are called vertically opposite angles. Here, in the first picture, you can see the vertically opposite angles are marked with yellow and blue. The two yellow angles are vertically opposite angles and the blues are vertically opposite. Same as in the second and third picture. Remember, vertically opposite angles are always equal. So students, today we have learned acute angle, straight line angle, right angle, obtuse angle, reflex angle, adjacent angles, complementary and supplementary angles, and vertically opposite angles. Now let's do some exercises. First example says, find the complement of the angle 47 degree 36 minute. So we have to find the complement of the angle. We all know complementary angle means the sum of two angles equals 90 degree. So the complement of this angle is 90 degree minus this angle, that means 90 degree minus 47 degree 36 minute. We all know 90 degree equals 89 degree 60 minute. So 89 degree 60 minute minus 47 degree 36 minute, and this is equals to 42 degree 24 minute. So the complement of 47 degree 36 minute is 42 degree 24 minute. Coming to example 2, it says find the angle which is 5 times of its complement. So let the angle be x degree. Then its complement will be 90 degree minus x degree. And according to the given condition, x degree equals to 5 into 90 minus x degree. And after that solving, we shall get x equals 75 degree. This is the required angle. And if you are said to find the supplement of any given angle, what you will do? Just subtract the given angle from 180 degree. So students, we have learned many types of angles today. That's all today. In our next class, we shall learn more about the angles.